reacting to casually explained first date mistakes. Let's go.
Now, I'm no expert on dating, which is why you can trust I know what I'm talking about.
100%.
So whenever it comes to first dates, the obvious question is, how do I get one? And I'm no pickup artist, I say, hoping you would have thought otherwise. But there's no magic words you can use to convince someone to go on a date with you. And
I don't know. Those eyes might be all the convincing I need. Look at them. Look at these beautiful eyes. This is a luscious full head of hair. I'm jealous already because my ass is going to go bald. So I'm sure you're cleaning up, casually explained.
The closest we have is writing, "You have beautiful eyes," in the Pornhub comment section. In reality, getting a date in this day and age is pretty straightforward. Convey that you're an attractive enough person in both looks and personality, and then wait for your step-parents to go on a cruise. Now, the obvious way most people nowadays are getting first dates is dating apps like Tinder and Bumble. And in my experience, a lot of people feel like they aren't getting what they want. Guys say things like, "Oh, I never get any matches. It's a waste of time unless you're like a male model." And then their profile is a blurry photo of them in cargo shorts holding a foot-long Chinook salmon.
To be fair, though, I feel like that is the ultimate, test. When you're saying, oh, can you be attractive enough in looks and personality? Part of personality is social competence. Part of social competence is understanding how to present yourself to the world. So, people with trash Tinder profiles, that's showing a lack of social competence, and you're kind of just taking yourself out of the running already. Baby, what are you doing? Tinder's not that hard. Come on.
Now, I hate to break it to you, but if you expect to match with a Victoria's Secret model, you're going to have to get up to at least a 3-foot halibut. Similarly, a lot of
honestly, that was the issue. I was wrong. It wasn't the Tinder profile itself that was the problem. It was the lack of a large enough fish. Because yes, boys, size matters, but not what's in your pants, but what's on your fish hook.
Attractive women say things like, there's just no good guys on here. It's
That's
like,
facts.
Why do I even try? And then their bio is like, Sophie, 25, love to meet new friends and have fun, winky face. And as a guy, when you see someone put no effort into their bio, you just think, yeah, still pretty hot.
I was going to say, boys don't read bios. I swear. I think some of my friends with Tinder profiles don't know how to read, which explains how trash their profiles are and some of the girls that they swipe yes to.
If we flash forward in time and you've got a date, we can start getting to the real issues.
Ooh.
Now, there are a lot of questions I found on Reddit from people who've never gone on a date before, and so I wanted to get those out of the way really quickly before we move on.
Beautiful.
Where should I go for a first date? Somewhere you'd enjoy going by yourself anyway. So yeah, drinks. Where should I go if I'm not 21? I don't know, church? Who should pay on a date? This depends on if you made a YouTube video that month or not. so yeah, usually her. Is it bad to have sex on the first date? Well, I'm afraid it's 2021, so the question isn't whether you had sex, it's whether you held hands. Should you...
What? What? Also, for the record, I know going to a church for a first date was a joke, but I'm telling you, boys, the easiest way... Seriously, all the boys out there, girls, all the girls leave. All the girls have to leave right now. This is just for the boys. For the boys out there, legitimately, I've met so many friends that literally, joined a church just to meet women and got married like that. If you want to meet, and you want a real good relationship... Sometimes, I'm just saying, I've had homies convert. They converted for the vajayjay and it worked. They put a ring on it. They've got kids now. I'm telling you guys. I know this sounds weird and it's the weirdest reason to ever join a religion. But I cannot tell you how many times it's worked. For the boys, I don't even know what church. Any church, dog. Just jump into a religion. Join a church just for the girls. Don't even believe
Tell her your sexual fetish
it works.
On the first date. No. That's why we have Twitch.
Okay,
so let's get down to the biggest first date mistakes. Making the fact that you're on a date ambiguous. One of the most common feels bad man scenarios is going on a date with someone to somewhere fairly platonic, like a cafe, and halfway through your coffee, they start talking about their boyfriend, and you're like, no, hey, I don't know what you thought this was, and I probably didn't communicate this properly, but I'm down to experiment, dude. Leading with money. A lot of guys think that girls like men with a lot of money. This is false. Girls like cool men with a lot of money. So unfortunately, she's not going to be impressed that you bought GameStop and AMC at the top, even though you're sure it's going to squeeze any time now.
Oh no.
Slow texting. A lot of new daters feel they have to artificially stagger their texting to seem busy or unavailable. This is stupid because you are available. Instead, you should artificially stagger your texting because you're overthinking every word of your response. Bragging. Bragging is probably one of the...
You accidentally socially engineer seeming desirable because of crippling social anxiety, right?
Worst things you can do on a date.
I do that with text. I'm embarrassed to admit it. I'll do it just for you guys because it's just between us, right? It's just me and you. But I overthink my text messages. It stresses me so much. It's so much harder to convey the full context of what you're trying to say without like in-person communication, tone, and body language. Oh, mama, it's rough.
Say to the other person that you're insecure about your social value unless you leverage your one unrelated source of measurable significance.
Hey.
Worrying about what to say. Most people get really nervous on dates, filter themselves too much, and awkwardly run out of things to say. The common advice that you'll find is that it's not what you say that matters, it's how you say it, which is mostly true. But that's like saying, don't be nervous and just be cool, you idiot. If you actually want the solution to being so nervous, in my experience, it's A, it's fine not to say anything, and B, have a storyline. If you know the topics and stories you really want to share, then you can just completely improvise. If this first section is your trip to Coco Bongo in Cancun, it might be a 5-minute story, but the conversation will inevitably splinter into her trip to Mexico, clubbing, regrettable experiences, and getting kidnapped by the cartel.
Oh, wow.
Then when those topics run out, you just say, anyway, and go back to the main storyline. If you then run out of storyline entirely and the date gets really awkward, just grab your emergency kit, roofie yourself, and wake up the next day embarrassment-free.
Sheesh.
Doing something that doesn't match your personality. If you're chatty and personable, go for drinks. If you're more subdued and aren't good at talking, do an activity like hiking or pool or board games and allow her to absorb your personality by destroying her. Bullet chess.
Guys, hiking is such a good first date. Hiking is seriously like cheat codes. For reals. Hiking, it's ridiculous. It's fun. You get freaking feel good chemicals in the brain. Neurotransmitters are firing. She's feeling good. You're feeling good. And it's not even about you. She thinks she likes you. Bruh, you use the power of nature. It's nature. It's the fresh air and exercise she feels good from. She's getting dopamine. She thinks she likes you. Nah, she likes the view of the freaking like national rainforest or wherever you took her ass. And she thinks it's you. Like, literally, it's hacks, man. It's so hacks. Hikes are such a good date. All that adrenaline. Oh, baby. And you're tricking. You're, like, tricking. She's like, oh, it's your pheromones. No, baby. No, baby. It's all that fresh air, sunshine, and nature. Like, it's crazy, right?
Play to your strengths and your lifestyle. If you're an attractive guy, use Tinder. If you're really charismatic, get yourself into more social circles. If you're neither, like, honestly, cheers. Oh, God. Our date with each other today has been sponsored by ExpressVPN. Now, if you don't know, ExpressVPN allows you to reroute
Shout
your
out ExpressVPN.
This way she thinks I'm from the south of Spence. For example, adding to our
Wow, that was casually explained, but guys, thank you so much for watching. I think we all learned a lot about great first dates. Thankfully, God willing, I have been on the last first date of my life, so I won't have the opportunity to put this advice into practice, but I hope each and every one of you will. So, what I took away from this is, number one, join a cult. No, I'm kidding. Convert to a church to meet women, and go on hikes to trick their bodies. That's my advice. That being said, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you have an absolutely beautiful day, and good luck on all of your dating experiences. I'm sure, since you are watching me, that just shows that you have immensely awesome taste and are a phenomenal person. So I'm sure that you'll have no issues and you'll just glide through dating life. That being said, guys, we do the reactions live on twitch.tv/talktowesley if you want to come on and hang out with us live. I hope you have an immensely beautiful day, guys. Subscribe for more reactions. Take care. I'm